آزادی بیان
言论自由
free speech.
But let me put to you this thought. Not everything we do to secure civilized freedom of expression has to be done by law.
No.
Could one not argue that it's dangerous speech which we should try to combat by law, and the other kinds of harm that are done by hate speech should be countered by social practice, educational practice, good journalism, media pluralism, and many other instruments? Why use the law?
Well, actually, Article 19, and I personally do not necessarily recommend a legal response to hate speech. In a document called the Camden Principles, which we published 2 years ago, we really insisted that the response to Article 2 incitement speech must go beyond the law and get into exactly what you're talking about. First of all, a diverse media landscape, minority medias. I mean, one of the issues regarding the effect of hate speech is that the people that are targeted have often very little recourse. They do not have access to mainstream media. They feel silenced, not only because of the hate speech, but because of the structural environment within which they operate. So to mitigate the impact of hate speech, whether it's incitement or not, as a matter of fact, to mitigate the impact of hate speech, it's very important that minorities, people, community that are the target of those speech should be able to reply, should be able to put forward their views, including of themselves, and the importance of diversity and pluralism of the media. The importance, of course, also of diversity reporting in mainstream media. How do we contextualize issues around racism and religion? How does a journalist report on racist act and so on and so forth? The law for Article 19 in the Camden Principle is the last of the proposal that we're making, the recommendation that we're making, and before that we have a number of other recommendations around ethical reporting, around education, on the role of moral leadership on the part of political leaders. So there is a large number of action that needs to be taken before we got to the very strong arm of the criminal law.